Good team, and welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn on PS5. It is year 16, it is day 12. We have 706,500 galactic coin in the bank, which is absolutely fantastic. We had a nice one. We had a colony ship come through, and they purchased a whole load of antibiotics and a whole load of bushrooms, and made us nearly 80,000 galactic coins, and that was the first and only trade ship we've had this year. So we have been working hard, and we've had some attacks. This is the remains of yet another attack. I must mark all these for butcher. I don't know how many I'm going to get around to butchering, but I should definitely mark them for butchering. As you can see, we've swapped out the hay for buzzshrooms. We're going buzzshroom crazy. So we have the grain cob, which we are farming and harvesting for antibiotics, which is all going very well. This looks like it's all being handled in its own way, and then we've got enough food, and I've even got rid of the silicon and put in buzzshrooms as well. So we're moving on, and I think, yeah, we're sort of staying on top of maintenance. We're a little bit behind at the minute. We've run out of stuff, and by stuff I mean scrap and ore. So you remember I was over here and I was looking at this going, oh, I didn't realize all this ore was over here, which it is. I found out what this is. Well, this is silicon ore, which is fine, but I need to get Zander over here, and he's got swarm fever at the minute, so I might give him a bit of a break, because he's not looking super happy, and nobody really likes the mining. So yeah, so that's the situation. I've managed to get the second air conditioning unit built. I've managed to get this ready to go, but Krista hasn't got around to it yet. It's on the list, but we have had a number of things malfunction and a number of things damaged during raids. So she'll get around to it. She plods along, and I'll let her get around to it. So that's fine. Zander still looks desperately unhappy. I might just not have him do any mining. Was she making something? It sounded like somebody was making something, which was odd. Maybe she's in the process of making a spear or something. I don't know. We've had a few intense attacks. Oh, we've got this thing which is damaged, but I don't think we got started on some electronics. I think it needs electronics. Just the one. Got 3 scrap metal. So yeah, it's been a bit intense, but it's also been kind of quiet and kind of plodding, so that's great. So Zander's out harvesting the bushrooms, the buzzshroom tea. We're just hopefully now loading up with reserves, so we'll be able to keep that going. Emmeline's been staying on top of it. It seems like if I more or less leave Emmeline to it and I don't have to drag her off, she'll handle all of that. And by the time the next ship gets around, we'll have about 50 or 60 K's worth of things ready to go. 70. Oh, please drop some meteors next to me. 70. No, that's far away. 70k was really good. I don't think we'll ever get enough to get 100k. I mean, I'd have to go hard out, really hard out with Emmeline to keep her very close eye. But you can see she's already loading stuff up now, which is fine. Aha! Saw that. So there's a bunch of rocks here we could mine, or ore, that are probably a little bit closer to Zander, yeah, than having to go out here and do the ships. Not the ships, well, yes, the ships, but also out here, which seems quite some distance. So yeah, so we're staying on top of things, we're moving along, we're plodding about. I was kind of hoping they would get this done. Where is she? What's she doing? Is she still repairing things? And I earmarked this stuff to be cut, and And it hasn't. Where is she going? Where are you going? You're going over here to repair this bit of fence. That felt so much like it. I wonder what happens if I get you to do that. Probably have a meltdown. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I could get her to build this. Who can build this? Can you build this? I mean, real fast. Let's just have a look at it because I want to see how it works. Right, here we go. So this is the thermostat. So what is it? So the sensor is activated when temperature is below the threshold. Right, so the sensor is active when it is below the threshold. So we need to set the inactive circuit. So we'll set the active circuit to none because it's not a heating mechanism, it's a cooling mechanism. And this is the inactive circuit, which is going to become 1. To avoid confusion, could we just make it 10? So the inactive circuit means that the sensor is active when it is below something. So when it becomes inactive, it switches on, which means when it's above something. When inactive, it turns on the devices in its inactive circuit. So we want to set it so when the temperature gets above, say, 30. Right? So when the temperature is above 30, this is going to turn on, which I need to then change that to 10 and then turn it on. And I've got the target as 24. I think that's fine. So that, I mean, arguably it doesn't matter. So that then becomes 10 and then on. Right. So it works much the same way as this thing worked, which we then decided to effectively stop using. But I don't think there's any way to turn it off. So it's kind of, is it using power? No, it doesn't do anything. It's just currently there. So that's no great shakes, no great dramas. So yeah, so hopefully that solves that minor little problem. Because the other one I was thinking about was I have this thing which is the day-night sensor, which I don't know if you can set, just senses the difference between day and night. You need to set it, because what I was hoping to do was change the lights. I don't know if you can actually change them on a circuit. They're hellishly hard to pick. Can I pick this light? How do you, I mean, the lights are, the mechanism, because this is ported over from PC, you're trying to use all these weird controls that are just simply not functioning for a light. Can I get the light? How do you get the light? There's the light. So yeah, so you can have the light on a control circuit because we're burning all these lights 24 hours a day. And yes, okay, I know they're not exactly using up a lot of juice. They use up 1, but they're all using up 1. So, I mean, I wonder if the question is, could I then switch them over to off in the daytime, for example, and only come on at night? And it might save us some juice. So tinkering around the edges while I have time, right? I mean, tinkering around the edges while I have time. So they're doing their thing. We're doing our thing. We're trying to maximize it. I'm hoping to get 1 shipment of 100,000 galactic coin. That's my hope. I'd love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to be able to say that we got 1 shipment for 100, because that would be awesome. I think we just came back with fuel, didn't we? So we have another expedition, which is the cargo pod, and I mean, she's busy now, but yeah, we'll send her on it. She's only butchering some stuff, which is fine. I mean, we keep that in reserve for the insect meat stuff if we can. But we can always find a way to make fuel or get fuel or something. So yeah, so there you go. So the start of the year is, as you know, mixture of intense and quiet, and trying to stay on top of things again, specifically in relation to these things. But we're now out of bushrooms again. So we need to get these buzzshrooms harvested. We've got other buzzshrooms. We've got another buzzshroom field that needs planted. It looks like Xander's off to harvest some food, which is fine. We do need food. We can't forget about our food. And that's it. So it looks like we're doing okay. We're doing fine. We're coping. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you at day 24. See you soon. Well, Cura team, welcome back. It's day 24. It's late in day 24. Sorry I didn't get you in sooner. Oh man, it's just been catch up time. Catch up. Can't help fall behind, but for catching up. Everything's breaking. Dave, we've got malfunctioning freezers. We've got malfunctioning wind turbines. We've got malfunctioning solar panels. We've had malfunctioning batteries. We've had malfunctioning drones. It's just been crazy, and we're not catching up. We're falling behind, ever falling behind, because we need to make some electronics. And what happened to those resources? The drone just took them. The drone just took them to stick them somewhere, and has put them somewhere. It's the problems with the drones. They're very inconsiderately efficient at distributing things, which is a problem. So we've been falling behind. We're short of fuel. We do have fuel in the offing. At one point we had a lot of fuel, and then suddenly we didn't. So yeah, we've been falling behind in general stuff. We haven't planted everything that needs to be planted. There are still some flower beds or I guess product beds, whatever you want to call them, that are currently empty. We've just not been able to catch up with. We've just been, poor Emmeline has been doing everything. She's obviously, we've had to make clothes for people, so she's been also making clothes. So I think everybody is now clothed. And we've sort of been making some spares. So we've got room for a couple of spares, and then when they're done, they're done. It's the electronics, and we're needing to catch up on the electronics. We're short of scrap again. I mean, I guess I might take a punt and send us out to the oil tanker. I mean, I dread to say it, Krista, but send us out to the oil tanker and get some fuel, please, and then we might be able to go when there's a cargo pod. We can get some things from, and some crash spaceships and things. So there's plenty of stuff available. We just need to get off our collective backsides and make it happen. So we've just been pushing to try and catch up, and that's how the last sort of 12 days have gone. We did manage to sell not quite as much as I would have liked, because we were falling behind, but we're now at 766,000. So if we carry on in the same vein, albeit we're pushing hard, we're only at 52 antibiotics and we're only at 78 T. So we're about half where we kind of need to be, and we had a trade ship about 4 days ago. So I don't think we're going to catch, and we didn't sell as much then as I really wanted. So I think because this year is going to be a quietish year, I think maybe even the next trade ship we might skip and just wait for the one after that, and that will give us time. I mean, it's not like we don't have the resources. We have 364 grain, so you know that's absolutely not a problem. And I think, where is it? It's over here. No, it's resource. It's over here. Well, we've only got 13 buzzshrooms at the minute, but we've got a partial field ready to harvest. We've got a small field ready to harvest. So we're harvesting stuff. We're sort of, but I mean, like I said, we're falling behind in the planting, and we're falling behind with this and that. I mean, Zander's off to harvest some food because we still need food. We're 690 pickles, 865. We're short of buttermelon. We do have some dandelion spores. We picked up some insect meat, but we're making fuel out of that. So yeah, all in all, a bit of a grind, bit of a slog, trying to stay ahead, and we really need to get more scrap. So hopefully, whatever Krista goes out and brings back some fuel without having an accident, ideally. If she can go out and bring back some fuel, then our next expedition after that will be to go and seek out some scrap of some form. So yeah, not very exciting, no huge changes. We've had some insect attacks, we've picked up some insect meat, we've stayed ahead. No great dramas, no great shakes, but it's a year of maintenance. A year of maintenance, really. I think we're needing to catch up with a lot of maintenance on this thing. So I had this set, this device here. I had the thermostat set at 30. It turns out that was too low because it was getting a little bit too warm, and this was coming on. So I bumped it up to 35, and then the air conditioners switched off. So I'm pretty certain that that means that this is only now going to switch. This is now effectively on, and it deactivates at 35, which means at 35 these things will come on. So as soon as it gets to be 35 in here, this will come on, and then these will push to drop to 24. But I don't know. Obviously what will happen is that will then pull the temperature down to below 35, and when it gets below 35 this will switch on again, and those will switch off regardless of the temperature in the room. That's my plan, and I don't know about these windows. I'll see what happens, and then I might have them go around and close the windows and see what's going on. I haven't even had a chance to think about this day-night sensor. I haven't had 5 minutes because I've just been repairing things. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and I'll see you day 36. See you soon. Right, Kuro team, welcome back. It is day 36, and I'm not happy. I'm not at all happy. In the main, because we're in the middle of a heat wave and we got no juice. We are juiced out. We are totally without juice, which it has disaster written all over us. This is what got us killed the last time, because right about now, we're due an insect attack, and right about now is when we're absolutely not prepared for it. I've tried my best. I've got 2 broken batteries that we've been trying for ages. We need electronics. And I'm busting my hump trying to get electronics made, and I just can't get it made. That one needs 1, and that one needs 2, and I don't know where they're going. I don't know where these electronics are going. I make them and they disappear. I had 3, and I obviously made 2, and it disappeared. I don't know where they went to. I didn't pick them, so I don't know where they've gone. So we are short of 3 electronics, 5 wood, and 2 alloys. 3 electronics we can deal with. I can't believe we're short of 5 wood, which is a bit of a nuisance. And the alloys is the alloys. So in the middle of this heat wave, we've turned everything off. I've turned the air conditioning works fine, but I've had to turn it off. I've got all the windows shut. It makes absolutely no difference at the minute. See, there goes the power again. I haven't had a chance to get this thing made, which would potentially, theoretically, maybe regulate our power a little bit better, because we wouldn't need the lights on during the day, albeit it's going into the evening. We've had a number of attacks. This got destroyed. It was a real killer of an attack. It's like 20 or 30 shriekers, and they're just all here, all attacking this thing. So it didn't stand a chance. I had people up here, but it doesn't stand. Nothing can withstand that. So it does to get destroyed, and that's that. So I'm kind of a little bit nervous, and not at all happy, and I would like this severe heat wave to go away really soon, before an attack arrives. Because if an attack arrives, our best bet is to go away and hide and hope we all get knocked unconscious without dying. Although Emmeline tends to die quite a lot. I might... Oh, I don't have enough juice. If this... Oh, 18%. If I had enough juice, I could send her away and let the other two fall unconscious. I've considered that as a tactic before, because they seem to survive the attacks. They just seem to fall unconscious. Emmeline seems to get killed, and I have no idea why Emmeline gets killed. I would like it if you stopped that. That is a... You're not going to stop it, are you? So, yeah, so I am not at all happy. Obviously with the heat wave we've not been able to do any planting, so what hasn't been planted hasn't happened. But I mean, and I'm stopping that because I just don't want to hear that noise. As I have said to you earlier, this has been just one long grind fest year. It really has. It's just been exhausting in terms of managing people to try and get things. Every time you fix something, something breaks. You're like, malfunctioning freezer, right? Fix the freezer. Malfunctioning solar panel. Oh, damn. Fix the solar panel. Malfunctioning wind turbine and a malfunctioning battery. And you're like, oh, could you fix that? Could you fix that? We need more alloys. We need more alloys for this. We need more alloys for that. We need more stuff for this. We need more stuff for that. We're out of fuel. Quick, send someone to get fuel. Oh, they have an injury. Oh, no, we need to make more fuel. We need to chop up insects to get fuel. We need to make fuel. There's a fuel. You can see why I'm trying to heck to get out of here as soon as I can, because it's driving me absolutely potty, this game. Absolutely potty. The level of nonsensical micromanagement is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. On hard, anyway. This is on hard. So there's a difference between challenge and insanity, and this is insane. I can't believe there's a level that's harder than this. I can't believe there's a level harder than this. That said, I'm going bonkers. That said, 830,000 coin. Now, we got the smuggler in. Now, I know the smuggler, who knows, but the smuggler this time was nearly 100 galactic coins each less. So he wasn't buying it for the same amount of money. Now, is that because the game has figured out that it's a dynamic economy, and because I'm selling all bushrooms, the price is dropping? I'm not sure about that. So I sold a whole load of antibiotics along with it. And I sold some silicon, because we had a bunch load of silicon we're not using for anything. We're short of a bunch of things, but silicon has not been one of them. So we sold a bunch load of stuff and we made a bunch load of money. So that said, day 37. It is day 37. And we're pushing... I knew there would be an attack! And it's flying critters. And it's flying freaking critters. We are going to have to go such a long way to hide. Because I have... Where the heck are they? They're over there. So the last time I went and hid, we hid over there. I might just send everybody... Where's the best place to put them? They nearly always get knocked unconscious. So I'm going to send them there. That is a long old stretch of a walk. Because I haven't found a way to solve this problem. If we are in the middle of a heat wave and we have no juice, I don't even know where they are. If we're in the middle of a heat wave and we have no juice, there is simply no way I have figured out to save these people from dying. So there's every chance that I may be at this for a while, because this is kind of what happens. Emmeline's probably already there because she's that fast. I have to get them to go and hide, and I have to pray that Emmeline doesn't die, because she's the one most prone to dying. If she dies, I have to quit it and go back and do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, until by Sod's Law or some other convention, she lives. So here they go. Oh, they've suddenly all decided to attack the base instead of attack my people. Is this because my people... What happened to Zander? An injury? Did something happen out here? Right, well, they're all out here doing their thing and getting caught by my traps. And when the power does come on, they get zapped. And the power goes off again. Don't forget the flamethrowers are still there. So this is a bit weird. I don't quite know what's going on. I think they're definitely trying to go get them. So I probably need to get them to run back. They're probably going to run away anyway, because they're big chickens. But I'll get them to try and run back. Oh, they're fighting something. I thought, who is that? I thought I sent you back, Krista. Are you? Why did you not come back? I sent you back here. Is she the only one that got attacked? Okay, well that's a weird one. Zander's collapsed again, because who knows what the heck is ever happening to Zander. She can be undrafted. You may as well be undrafted. There's two small critters somewhere. Okay, well that's a tactic. Run away! Run away! Run away! So we ran away, and we lived to fight another day. So that means the dry season is coming to an end, so hopefully the heat was... So that's it, we've survived the worst one. That is the worst one. So that was making me very, very nervous. So what I was suggesting, as Krista limps her way back home, what I was suggesting... Where the heck is he? Oh, he is also coming. What I was suggesting, or what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted by myself... 600. We started the year with 627, and we're ending the year with... Well, we're not ending the year. We might not end the year, although I don't think I'm going to have time. I mean, they're still making things, and we've got 54, and we've got some antibiotics, but I don't... I'll see what the price is, but if we've got anything less than 120-ish buzzshrooms by the end of the year... Buzzshroom teas. I'm not sending it up. That said, we've only got 133. Last time I looked, it was over 600. We're definitely using it a lot. So yeah, we've made already 200,000 this year. So if we can just hang on by the skin of our fingernails for another year, we can get another 200,000 if we can just get past this maintenance blip. Then there's every possibility that we will get 1 million in year 17. And when we get 1 million, I believe we purchase the deeds to the planet, and that's it. The game is over. And I'm really pushing quite hard to get this series ended before it drives me any further insane. Why is it that they managed to find the one spot that is so darn annoying? Can you shoot that one? Right, okay, go away, there you go. Right, I'd sure have a meltdown. So, yeah, it's been a testy time. It's been to 53, my god, every time I look it's in the 50s and 60s. It's never just like, oh, you need 4. 53? How am I going to make 53? It takes ages and ages and ages. Oh, man, frustrate-a-moose. It's because I can see the end. Right, I'm going to leave you because I've ranted on long enough and you're tired of me and I'm tired of me. We're going to blast ahead to the end of the year, and I don't think we'll be in any different position by the end of the year. If we're lucky, we'll catch up with the repairs. If we're unlucky, we'll be dead. So anyway, I'll see you soon. Well, Cura team, and welcome back. It is the end of another year, and it has been quite a year, one way or another. I mean, you know, you've probably picked up on that with my commentary. And it has been a year of ups, and it has been a year of downs, and a year of sideways, and a year of all kinds of things. And look, we're short of things again. I mean, it just, you fix one thing and something else breaks. You fix one thing, something else breaks. I mean, everything has been broken. We have insufficient materials forever, like forever. So it's just been testing. On that though, I have to take away the positive. I really have to take away the positive that we have finished this year 203,000 galactic coins up, which is a big ask. I mean, we have just also harvested this, so we've got a whole load more buzzshrooms, 413 in the kitty. And we've got this stuff to go, and it's going, and it's going, and it's going. And we had a trade ship come through, but they weren't buying. So they weren't buying, we weren't selling, we didn't make any money. So, you know, there you go. I do note, however, that they were asking 1,150,000 for the deeds to the planet, which is more than his previously. The trade ship sucks. Just don't want to mess with the trade ship. And we've obviously had an insect attack, and we've got things. Where are we at? We're short of fuel. I mean, not for want of trying. I mean, I bust my hump trying to get fuel, and I bust my hump trying to get these things to actually work. I mean, I suppose I could get her to butcher some stuff. So, yeah, I think everybody's got clothes. Sorry. Everybody's got clothes. He's not got a hat. Still working on hats. He's not got a hat, but that's fine. We're heading into the wet season. He'll be fine without a hat for a little while. Yeah, what's broken now? I mean, who knows what's broken? It's a malfunctioning battery again. More electronics, if it's not electronics, it's CPUs. It's just an endless supply of things that we just can't get done. This thing is scheduled for repair. If she could possibly repair it. Is it on a list? Can we put it on your list? Kind of important. Not right now, but eventually. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping, is the next episode going to be the last episode? I really hope so. I really hope so. I'm not going to be doing another episode straight after this, but I really hope that this is the last. I can tell you. Right, I've silenced the barky doggy. Yeah. So, it's so close, so close. It's scarily close. I'm sure my statistics are dreadful, and look, if and or when we get out of this, I'll have a bit of a discussion about progress on this particular build, as it were. But yeah, look, we're alive, we're all okay, we're doing stuff, things are happening. Are we short of things? Yes, absolutely, we are short of things. I was having a look the other day. I never looked at it from this angle. That's what it looks like from over here. It's not bad? It gives you a different picture of what it kind of looks like. So, yeah, so look, it's been a year. I mean, I thought actually this year was a bit of a grindy year, a bit of a catch-up year. Like I've said, you know, one thing breaks, something else is fine, another thing breaks. We're really pushing things that are breaking and things that are falling apart. And repairing all the bits and pieces that have come our way. But that said, 200,000 coins. So am I being a bit unfair I mean, I guess possibly I'm being a touch unfair, but it does sometimes feel like it's a real drag at this level. The level of... It doesn't... Maybe... You can set the activities that they do to a certain extent, but there's also another hidden code under there which dictates, like if you set 3 activities at level 1, well, which activity are they going to do first? You know, so it's kind of tricky like that, and there's simply not enough levels to necessarily change everything up. So I do feel like certainly at this level it does beg a certain amount of micromanaging, which is somewhat unnecessary in my opinion. But there you go. Will year 17 be the last year? Will we get out of here before year 18? Will Krista and Zander ever manage to make it to the same location at the same time to actually get married? Will Emmeline shoot everybody in a fit of rage? Who can say? Will we get out of here and I can can this whole series? Do something else instead. Quite possibly. I hope you're liking it. Do please like if you've got this far. Please like if you've got this far. If you've got this far and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe for heaven's sake. I mean, you must be crazy enough to watch all this. And feel free to drop a comment. Whatever you like. Go ahead. Go nuts. Go nuts. Donuts. And I'll see you all again in the new year. Hopefully the last year. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation